Good afternoon. I am so thrilled for us to be reunited today to share our personal experiences and insight into a favorite program, which is CampCARE. A week-long camp for kids impacted by cancer. Before we talk about our experiences, we would like to take a moment to introduce ourselves. I am Cameron Brown. I am a retired Fort Worth firefighter, and I currently work at Cook Children's as a chaplain and teach at TCU. I am also a volunteer and board member at CampCARE.
Hi, I'm Katherine Sony, and I'm a licensed master social worker, and I first connected with CampCARE Services almost 20 years ago for a social work internship. I was able to reconnect with CampCARE Services through my work as a school counselor at Fort Worth Country Day, and just personally, I am a donor, and I'm now a volunteer.
Hi, I am Kathy Bennett. I'm an elementary art and music teacher. I'm also a recent breast cancer survivor, so thank you, Texas Oncology. I learned about CampCARE through the Fort Worth Adolescent and Young Adult Oncology Coalition, and I will be a member of their Patient Advisory Council this year.
Thank you, Kathy. Katherine, how would you describe CampCARE to someone?
And it's hard to sum it up, but I would describe it as an escape. And when I say escape, I don't mean that the kids forget about the reality of cancer, but they have 1 week where they are together and being cared for and connecting with others who can appreciate and understand their struggle and their experience. And I would say for everyone, it's just a very strong sense of community.
Thank you.
It was a great experience. It's a camp, everybody gets together and they just get to do these fun activities, and then there's also therapy sessions. And so it's just a wonderful experience where kids get to come together with others who have gone through the same experience.
Thank you. So, Kathy, please help us to understand, you took a whole week out of your time, your busy schedule to come to CampCARE, so help us to understand why you chose to do that.
Yes, during my cancer diagnosis, due to that, I actually taught virtually from home all last year, so I wasn't around anybody, especially kids, and I really missed just being around kids. They bring a lot to my life, and I wanted to give back to those going through the same journey, that I can relate to. And then I learned about CampCARE, because I was a beneficiary of a lot of the resources that are given to patients and survivors and caregivers. And so I did want to make sure that I was able to give back and make a positive impact in the cancer world. And it was just a fun way to spend my time and, again, be around kids.
Thank you, Katherine, tell us a little bit about why you chose.
Right, and it's the same for me, just wanting to give back. Over the years, I have really felt like almost a sense of duty to give back to CampCARE Services, because I know they gave so much to me through my internship. They shared their knowledge, their time, their model of care for their clients, and I feel like that did help shape my social work practice today. It was very important. And so it was just my way of volunteering to show my appreciation and my support. And also, I do have some time in the summer, and I do love working with kids. And so this was just the right fit for me.
Okay, thank you. Both Katherine and Kathy, you've painted us a beautiful picture of CampCARE. Now, using our rich, colorful words, we will describe some of those experiences. Kathy, will you?
Happily. Yes, happily. So there's a ropes course I had 20 feet in the air, and kids are tethered, but they have to climb up, and kids were pretty scared at first. They didn't want to do it, so with some very light encouragement, most of them tried, and it was just great getting to see their pride and excitement, even if they didn't make it all the way to the top. Just the fact that they conquered that fear, it was really great to see that, just how proud of themselves that they were. And I just love seeing their faces. Some of them rode horseback for the first time. We did yoga, and some of them had never tried that before. And then I'm a music teacher, and so I loved the music therapy part. because it showcased how music can really impact you and how powerful it can be. And it was also just wonderful to have these professionals come in and work with the kids and kind of show them different techniques and activities you can do when you're going through something so difficult.
Thank you. Every morning when you would drive through the gates of Camp Carter, you would notice the beautiful blue sky and the billowy clouds, and then the clouds would float across the sky and open up to the beautiful sunshine. Ecotherapy is a healing power of nature, and we spent a lot of time outdoors. One day we hiked to the equestrian center, taking time to smell the flowers and to chase the butterflies along the way. When we arrived at the arena, we were greeted with the rich organic smell of horse manure. So many of these children had never smelled horse manure, so they didn't know what it was. And so it was a wonderful opportunity, like Kathy said, for them to be able to ride horses and to be close to them. Each new activity brought anticipation and excitement. Laughter reverberated across the camp, and that is why I would trade any day in the real world for one moment at camp. So, Kathryn, what was most impactful to you?
There were so many things that were impactful, but overall, as I was there for the week, I would think about all the camps where I've worked, and I know a quality camp when I experience one, and I feel that CampCARE is really all about quality. From the campgrounds and facilities to all the activities that are planned for the kids, the therapy groups, everything that was there for them, the volunteers, the staff. It's all an amazing experience, and it's completely free for the families. There's no cost for them to enjoy all of that. So that was very impactful for me, especially. We would have, all these experiences and the freebies, and I would get excited about it. And when I would show my excitement, I don't know where Megan is, but our wonderful camp director would always say, there you are. She'd always say, we have this because we have awesome donors, and period. That's what she said every time. And so as a volunteer and as a donor, that was very impactful for me because I felt like I was able to experience firsthand what our contributions are doing for the families and how they're impacted. So that's the most meaningful for me.
Thank you. Kathy, what was most meaningful for you?
I helped, I would say, lots of things, but for me, I think it was parent pickup at the end of the day. It was just rewarding to hear how excited the kids were when they got picked up and how much they wanted to share when they were picked up. And then we also got to hear from the families and just how grateful that they were able to have this time away to take care of things that they needed to take care of, but also know that their kids were in a safe place, making these wonderful, positive, impactful, and lasting memories. So that was really impactful for me, but personally, I also have to say that as a cancer survivor and a recent one, I have to say that it was beneficial for me in ways that I can't describe either. Just being there for the week and getting to spend my time and give back was just amazing.
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you all for your heartfelt stories. And I guess one of the things that was most impactful for me is that, like Kathy said, we were able to engage with the parents in the evenings when they would come and pick up the kids. And one mother, she talked about how appreciative she was for her children to be able to attend camp that week. And one of the things that she appreciated most is that they would have food to eat. She said she knew that they would have lunch and they would have snacks because her family was really going through a very tough time and unable to afford food. And she went to a local food pantry and asked for food. She had been a volunteer there, and she was greeted by the words, "Why are you here? You and your husband have a job, you work." And so she felt very shamed, but she was able to express to us. So CampCARE was able to connect her with our local resources, and they provided food and continue to provide food. So it is about connection and that sense of community at CampCARE Services. At this time, CampCARE is one piece of what Cancer Care does, and it is certainly one of the most talked about programs. This is because so many of us smile knowing there is an outlet for children of all ages and backgrounds to come together with a lived experience connected to cancer. We mention community and connection, therapeutic, nurturing, and joyous to describe Cancer Care and CampCARE as a whole. It is the rippling effects to these children, teens, and their families that stretch way beyond the camp experience. Providing holistic services is paramount to Cancer Care's mission. We know cancer brings untold challenges, physical, emotional, spiritual, and financial. And I'm so glad our community has Cancer Care Services as a resource. Speaking on behalf of the three of us, we are incredibly grateful to Megan and Tori and Cancer Care Services to have this opportunity to volunteer for CampCARE and personally experience with the special time that we had with these campers. Feelings and gratitude are the foundation of being able to serve others. Thank you so much for being here today.